There is nothing wrong with your internet. Do not attempt to adjust your settings. We are controlling the podcast. We control the squealing and the screams. We can make your heart flutter, your eyes blur from tears, or sharpen your mind to crystal clarity. For the next hour, sit back. We are in control of what you hear. We repeat, there is nothing wrong with your settings. You are about to experience the awe and mystery known as the female mind. You are now entering the Fangirl Zone.
Sonic microphone on.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Pod Doctors on the Fangirl Zone, a podcast on the BBC series Doctor Who. I'm Sean Fangirl S.
And I'm Steve, and tonight we'll be discussing Doctor Who Season 12, Episode 4. And unfortunately, Terry couldn't be here tonight and might be out for a while taking care of life issues.
His TARDIS is stuck.
Yes.
And he's trying to fix the circuits, so hopefully it all gets taken care of quickly.
Yes.
And the chameleon circuit shall work again. All right. Do you have some ratings for us today?
Yes, I do. Episode 4 brought in a 0.12 in adults 18 to 49 with 0.490 million viewers, making it the 56th rated cable show for the day.
Not bad.
No.
Unfortunately, I'm seeing reports that, this season's like the lowest rated one, and since New Who, yeah, you had a lot of crap happen. People are going back and forth because they had to wait so long.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's really being rated low. I think people are watching it more.
Want to watch it, not
at their leisure.
On.
And so, Nielsen, quit trying to rain on our parade. I think we're all pretty happy with Jodie.
Yes, absolutely we are.
And the fam. All right. Let's dive headfirst in, shall we? Episode 4, Nikola Tesla's Night of Terror. It is 1903, and on the edge of Niagara Falls, something is wrong with Nikola Tesla's generator plant, where someone, or something, is sabotaging the maverick inventor's work. Has Tesla really received a message from Mars? And where does his great rival Thomas Edison fit into these events? The Doctor and her companions, Yaz, Ryan, and Graham, must join forces with one of history's greatest minds to save both him and planet Earth. That's like so dramatic. That's so dramatic.
Yes.
Yeah, interesting things are happening.
Yes.
But we get someone or something messing with Nikola Tesla. And who is that man?
Oh, somebody else that played in a time travel series.
Yes. And I am going to screw up his last name. Goran Viznik. I'm like, I'm going to screw this up.
Yeah.
Wasn't he on ER too?
Probably.
I feel like he has been around.
Yes.
And in so many everything is all I'm going to say.
Right.
Because I was looking at him. I'm like, wait a second. I know that face.
Yeah. Loved his character. Loved him as Tesla. Hated his character on Timeless.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Timeless was not my thing.
Right. Yeah.
So I didn't watch it. But he has been in so many things and I love it. And I'm just like so drawn when they bring in people like that. It's like, wait a second. I know that face. What's he in?
Right.
And then you just have to kind of dig. Even though he's been in so many things, it's not like you have to dig very far.
No.
But I loved the look.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. There's so much stuff coming out about Tesla. And it's funny because as this episode progresses, we get Yaz not knowing who he is.
Right.
And I'm
neither
thinking,
did Graham or Ryan
no,
for that matter.
Graham knew who he was, but didn't know everything he had done.
Right.
But yeah,
He
Ryan
knew
did
the
not.
name. He just
Right.
didn't know what he was famous for.
And I thought that was so interesting, though, because I'm thinking the same thing. I'm like, I knew there was a rivalry, but you don't ever hear about Tesla because, as we've said before, history books are written by the victor.
Yeah.
Tesla was not.
Tesla.
Yes. We do see him at the beginning, though, unveiling his Niagara generator, and is interrupted by one of his generators malfunctioning and supposedly killing a man. Well,
his investors that
yes,
decided not to invest.
Tesla's like, no. My generators wouldn't do that. I will figure out what happened. Oh, somebody stole parts. That's why it's malfunctioning, but there's more to it.
Yeah.
Very obviously, we would think it would be Tesla's biggest competitor, Edison. But there's something very odd and alien about that choice of weapon that suddenly started, shooting at them.
Yeah.
And what is this weird orb floating? Well, the doctor's got to be close by, right?
You would think.
So the doctor does pop up. And hey, we're just trying to see what's going on because there's something weird happening. Did you see anything weird? And suddenly she's like, oh, somebody's shooting at you. Can I hide here with you? I love that.
Yeah.
It's like, wait a second. What is this? And hey, follow me. We got to get out of here. They end up on the Orient Express.
Right.
What?
Yeah.
How is this happening?
Yeah.
And I love it. The doctor is fangirling. Like,
big
hardcore.
time. Oh, that
Loved
was
it.
just so awesome.
But whoever it is that's after Tesla shows up on the Orient Express. Now, granted, that is nowhere near where they should be.
No, that is not anywhere near New York or Canada.
And I love the fact that Tesla doesn't even question how they got there.
Right.
It's like, okay, well, they managed to get away from the person again.
Right.
Still thinking Edison's behind it, and we're going to go pay him a visit. But when they do all that, they had managed to get the weapon from whomever was chasing them. And wait a second, this isn't even something from now. It's a Silurian blaster.
Yes.
I'm like, have we met the Silurians before? I don't remember. Like, all this stuff starts happening, and I'm like, what? My God, too much stuff happening. But I love it because, all right, the crew goes to confront Edison, and he, of course, is just a loudmouth braggart.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Nothing like Tesla whatsoever.
No. And saying, oh, yeah, it's all him. He's going to cause everybody to die. Oh, my God. What are you doing? And Graham's just like, okay, so you just steal people's ideas. And I love that back and forth.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
like, oh, I'll give you what for? And Yaz is like trying to give Tesla like a pep talk. And Ryan over here bonding with his secretary or assistant. What's her name? Scarrett? Mrs. Scarrett. And over, the appeal of working with extraordinary people. It was great. I love that back and forth. How everybody kind of had somebody that they were talking to, either for or against.
Right. Yes.
So I really like the fact that we had that moment. Because we don't get it too much. And they finally found the wardrobe on the TARDIS.
Yeah.
Because they were in period costumes, which I thought was great because we don't get to see that too often with them.
No,
At least not as of yet. We hadn't. So loved
but
it.
not the doctor.
I know. She's like, the best we got was the tux, I guess. So
Yeah.
let's see. They are trying to stop insanity from happening and something from taking over the world. So we're going to have to go through Tesla's inventions to figure out what can stop us from getting attacked again. And of course, we have Edison and Tesla both in the TARDIS at one point. And Edison, big blowhard, oh yeah, I couldn't figure it out either. And Tesla's like, oh, blah, 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 blah. And the doctor's like, exactly. And Edison looked like he was about to pout.
Yeah.
Like, fine, whatever, stupid Tesla, figured it out.
Yeah.
And it was like right before this, I believe, that Edison tells Graham, oh yeah, Tesla would rather dig ditches for $2 than work for me. And tells him why.
Right.
Now, I want to know if that's true because he says, oh, yeah, I promised, $50,000 for anybody who can fix my generator. And he did.
Yeah.
And I just offered him a $10 an hour raise.
Right.
What? No, that's not what you said. He's like, oh, yeah, he didn't get American humor. That wasn't American humor.
No.
That was you going back on your word.
Yeah.
You cheap bastard.
Yeah. We find out as Tesla and Yaz get taken
Yikes.
onto a ship full of scorpions. Oh,
That
this can't be
so
good.
weird.
And we find out that these are the Skithra. You just got to imagine giant red and black scorpions with glowing eyes.
It was
Kinda
creepy.
looks like, kind of looks like they might be a relative of the Rachnos.
I loved how they did the queen.
Oh, yeah.
So she was humanoid, and it made me wonder if they did it so she can talk to Tesla,
Oh, absolutely.
or if that's just how the queen's supposed to be. But yeah, she apparently is. Oh my gosh, I'm not going to remember the name of the actress offhand.
Anjali Mohindra.
Thank you. She apparently was on the Sarah Jane Chronicles,
Yes, Rani Chandra.
which I never watched it. So that's not the Ronnie, right? That was just.
Right, that was just her name.
Oh, okay.
I think. I could be wrong, because I didn't watch a whole lot of the Sarah Jane Adventures either.
That was kind of before I got into it.
Yeah.
So that's why, if anybody knows, I would love to know. So sorry, go ahead.
So they've brought Tesla up to their ship because he contacted them.
Say what?
Yes. Earlier they make a mention of Tesla receiving a message from Mars. And of course he replied back.
It's like, well, yeah, but I didn't know.
Right. And of course this race is probably one of the weakest races we've seen because they do nothing but steal technology from other races. And
Great.
can't fix anything. But with a genius like Tesla, he can fix everything.
But, like, she's trying to sell this really badly. It's like, oh, they don't know your genius here, but your genius will conquer the universe. It's like, no.
Not with one chip, lady.
Yeah, and you're not selling it the right way.
No. So Tesla refuses to help, and the Queen orders her army of scorpion monsters to kill Yaz.
Hold on.
No, you don't. As the doctor has found a piece of Tesla's equipment that allows her to transport onto the ship. And of course, the Queen tries to kill the doctor too, but...
How do they not know who the doctor is?
Right. Well, it's one ship. I don't think there's a whole bunch of these things just roaming across the universe. I really do think it's their species is down to one ship worth.
Oh, see, I didn't think about that.
Yeah. But fortunately, the doctor is able to waste enough time to have her device recharge and they transport out of there.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. But they don't give up quite so easily as the Queen demands the doctor hand over Tesla or the earth will burn. Well, I'm thinking I might want to take that risk because if you're having problems keeping your ship running, how the hell are your weapons worth anything?
See, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, because of course Tesla's willing to sacrifice himself, but the doctor isn't going to let that happen. She comes up with a plan to use one of his inventions, the Warden Cliff Tower, to strike the ship with the lightning bolt.
I loved the whole thing when they're trying to find various inventions in there that'll help.
Right.
Oh, prototype death ray. Yeah.
Which really was funny when they broke in. Graham tried to use it and it just kind of goes, Bleh.
Yeah, that's why it was a prototype.
Yeah. Fortunately, the Queen has left the ship and has brought her minions with her to the tower. Fortunately, the doctor, once again, when things look the gloomest, comes up with an idea as she's able to take that transport device and get it in the Queen's hand, and it zips her right back to the ship along with her minions.
I love that because she's like, you thought I'd fall for it again. It's like, oh, you did though, kinda.
And they power up the tower and it hits the ship. And instead of firing back, they run. That's why I think all her braggadocious about burning the earth, they didn't have anything that could have done it.
Oh my gosh. Why did I swear I watched it and I thought they like just zapped out of existence.
No.
What the heck?
Yeah, they went that way.
Maybe when they did that, I was just thinking
just taken off and blipping out of sight. It didn't.
Maybe that's why. Maybe I blinked and just assumed that they're like, oh, okay, they blinked out of existence. But yeah, okay, that's what happens when you blink.
Yes.
You know, Doctor Who has told us, don't blink.
Yep. And once the dust is settled, Yaz asks the Doctor if their innovative use of the tower to save Earth has changed history in favor of Tesla, ensuring that he would get the wealth and recognition he deserves for his ideas. Not so much.
No. And I loved it because in this episode, she says he should have been like the first billionaire.
Right.
And again, I don't know enough about Tesla if these are actual ideas that he had. The I can't say that word.
Right. Yes. The
early drones.
The tower is basically what gave us the idea for Wi-Fi.
Yeah, with the Wi-Fi, with, like you said, drones, radio control cars, radar, X-rays. It's like, oh my gosh, this poor man did not get any of the recognition.
No.
It's horrible.
Yeah, it was very, very reminiscent of the Van Gogh episode.
Oh, that one was heartbreaking.
Yeah, where, they took him to New York and he still kills himself. So, yeah.
Yes, but it makes me wonder and makes me want to know more. So I love how they are bringing in characters, like we've talked about before, that we may not know a lot about.
Right.
So we can get more curious about these people and find out more.
Right. Yeah.
It's amazing.
Good historical episode once again. I mean, yeah, the Sithra were pretty lame, but
I did like the way they made it kind of Rachnos-ish.
Right.
I mean, the Rachnos are supposed to be there in the middle of the earth since forever.
Yep. Now, one thing, we mentioned that the Queen was on Sarah Jane's and, of course, the era-appropriate clothing.
Which was amazing because it doesn't happen, but it was pretty cool, though.
Yes. Now, when the Doctor first shows up on their ship, it seemed like we were starting to get some quiet rage and coldness out of Jodie, which, yeah, we've seen other doctors do that, but we haven't seen her do this yet.
Right.
And I really think that she's having some difficulty dealing with Gallifrey being gone again.
Right. Especially, I felt, okay, like you said you felt it on the ship. I felt it in Tesla's workshop when she's like, this will be a dead planet. Have you ever seen a dead planet?
Right.
And when the Doctor's like, more than you know.
Yeah.
It was like, oh.
Yeah, that line definitely got
chills. Yeah. It's like, oh, she's going to let off. I'm a Time Lord. It's like, it was good though.
Yeah.
But yeah, when she says that line to the Skither Queen, no one will ever know you existed. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you were in such shit.
Yeah. There wasn't just get out of our hair, we'll make you go away. We're going to take you down.
Yeah. Yeah,
we haven't
definitely.
Seen that from the Doctor in quite a while.
No, but I think the Master hurt her just enough.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm hoping she doesn't go cold, but it'd be an interesting turn.
Oh, yes, it would.
And I don't know if the fam would be able to bring her back. So interesting to see where that might go. So we just have to hold on and hang on with the rest of the season and see what Chibnall does.
Yep, we got another old baddie returning next time.
Do we?
Judons.
Oh my God, wait, isn't she Scottish too? Is that why they did that? Because that's why they originally did it with Tennant.
Right.
Because he couldn't say
Yeah.
the Jadoon on the moon without slipping into Scottish accent.
Yep.
And I think it's like, oh yeah, she's Scottish. Let's do this again.
More than likely.
They got a sense of humor. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Well, what do you guys think? Let us know at thepoddoctors@gmail.com or shoot us an email at contactus@fangirlzone.com. You can also go over to www.fangirlzone.com and check the other ways to reach us on our contacts page because we'd love to talk to you. And a lot of times on Twitter, we will answer you as we go if you respond to something that we put up because we love it. Love it. And of course, while you're at it, if you can rate and review us on iTunes and every other platform you find us on, because good ratings and reviews help other fans of the show find us. Tell your friends about Doctor Who. Come on, get them involved. You know which episode you're thinking of. I know which one I got people hooked on. We, of course, hope you're enjoying the podcast. And we all want to wish Terry good luck with the Chameleon Circuit, and hopefully he'll be back soon.
Yes. Please hurry back, Terry.
For this episode of The Pod Doctors, I am Sean Fangirl S.
And I'm Steve. Oh, Bug Lady, you picked the wrong time to ask this Time Lord that.
And until next time.